So I'm kind of picking back up just, I always have random bits of printed stuff laying around. So I said I was going to pick back up once these chairs were printed, and then I added some primer to them. But I went an extra step, so I added the primer, I base coated that, and then I did a dry brush gray over the top of these chairs. And what I want to do with them now is I'm going to do the actual color. And we also did some tables, kind of like a little afterthought on the last video. I sort of mixed that in with the chairs. And I went ahead and dry brushed these. I'm going to glue these. I might do that on this live stream, glue these and do some pigment on here, just some wash to break up the newness of the brown. But that's what the tables are looking like so far. I've got to use a 2-part epoxy and put the legs on. But those are all over here out of frame. You can't really see those. But I'll probably work on that today also. Happy I got some good photos in yesterday. Well, not photos. I got a good photo in, and I would like to see if I could get some photography done today, but we'll see what I'm able to do. We'll start off with that much of the raw sienna. With the raw sienna, let me get a new paper towel, and just get on here and do a little dry brushing and get these chairs finished up here, and get them to a place where they can dry and I can seal them up. Hey, what's going on, White Travel? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it, man, for sure. I just do 3D modeling, printing, photography, lots of things, that revolve really just around photography. We've got these wooden chairs that I designed and printed, and just to catch you up, we've primered them, and I've got a base coat of dry brush gray down, and I'm going to go over the gray with a raw sienna color, and getting these kind of ready for Legion's Con coming up here. Let's get a little bit of paint on this brush, not a lot. Make sure all this is in frame, and we'll just go ahead and swirl the extra off here onto the paper towel, and should be a good place to start. The gray is going to help this raw sienna pop out against the black, and we'll just go, and it might take two passes with the dry brush to really bring it out, which is what it about normally does. Takes 2 passes, and you could probably do it in one, but I don't want to glob the paint on there and ruin the texture that's in here. So just kind of take my time and do it in 2 passes. Looks better that way. At the end of the day, it's all about creating something that looks well and photographs well. We want to be able to photograph these things with our figures, and want them to look halfway decent. Okay, like I say, we'll just make a couple passes with this and let it dry. I mostly do 1/24 handmade. Oh, right on. Sweet. Yeah. There's so many different. Let me move my phone over here where I can actually see comments. There's so many different kinds of ways to be, or so many different things that you can do to be involved in this stuff, man. It's everybody has a scale that they prefer, and a something they like to do, man. It's really quite interesting. I think I said it on one other live that I did before. You could walk down the street next to somebody and you wouldn't even know, this is something that they did, dioramas or painting or whatever. You just wouldn't even know. You wouldn't walk alongside me and be like, and I think that guy, he models and 3D prints and takes pictures of toys. I don't think people would really guess that about me. Or, you know, a lot of the people that do this. I mean, there's so many different types of creatives in this stuff that we do that something for everybody, you know. Some people like the really super tiny miniatures. I can't do that. It's just way too small for me. But there's people, man, that's what they'll do, you know. And it's pretty incredible to see what the people come up with, you know. Got an awesome photo in yesterday, man. I'm really happy with it. I took an old Ford music box. It was like a Model T or Model A. I don't know the difference between them, so I'm not a car guy. But it was an old music box, and found it it was broken, and I thought, man, it would really look good for some figure photography, but I would have to tear it down, repaint it, and then yeah, they think they're dolls. Yeah, right. Oh, those are nice dolls. Yeah, nah. But I tore it down and repainted it, and I designed the dashboard and steering wheel and some pleated seats for it. And man, I used it in a photograph yesterday for the first time, and it really came out really nice. I was really super happy with the way that turned out from an old junky $15 purchase at a toy show. It was in a junk bin. I mean, it was, like I say, it wasn't nothing. Just an old broken music box. Little investment of time, and man, I got a really cool prop out of it, you know. And wound up with something that I was able to reuse that would have probably just really served no purpose, except probably went into the trash. You know. Okay, and you can start to see this coming out a little bit, and it's gonna, as it dries and we go over the other ones and then go back and make a second pass over this, it'll really start to pop out. Yeah, dolls, right? No doubt. Yeah, it's, people have some weird ideas about what stuff is or isn't, and even, you know, telling me you do dioramas and, you know, toy photography. Sometimes I think they don't understand the real investment that goes along with that. You know, of time and imagination and putting a set together and lighting it. You know, if you're one that goes outside with your figures, then that's a whole different sort of investment of time and resource. You've got to take gear outside and, you know, light modifiers hopefully, and go out there with your figures. I do all my stuff in the studio, so I don't have to go anywhere anymore. You know, I prefer just to stay right here next to the coffee pot and come up with scenes and shots I think that look really cool. I'm a fan of the Mezco, and more recently a fan of the Mythic Legions. That's what these chairs here are for, is Mythic Legions. You can see how this raw sienna is really coming out here and keeping that wood grain inside there. It looks really good. It just takes a few passes with this. Like I say, I've got these 4 chairs to do, and get these old rascals. Right now I'm working on Montezuma's Castle in a ginseng. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's oh, that takes some patience, man. I like to see it though when you're done. I don't know if you're on Instagram or something, but definitely I'd love to see some of that stuff. That's a total investment of time and patience, and a whole nother skill set right there, man, in a tea box. Yeah, but like I said, I'd like to, if you're on Instagram, my handle on there is insightful_imagery. On Instagram, just look for the panda. And if you're on there, or Facebook, I'm same thing. I'd like to check that out. That'd be pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see. Let's flip this bad boy over and get to working on the sides. There we go. And I suppose you could really do these any color you want. I like the raw sienna on this, and then you can go through and pigment it and wash it with some pigments, and you can get some cool looking wear and stains and stuff on here, and it looks pretty good, you know. Yeah, painting those small things like you have, man, I wouldn't even. I'm in the Bay Area. I'm in California. Good old California. Well, I don't know if it's good old California, but it's California anyway. That's where I'm at. But there we go. Yeah, that's a whole different, like I say, skill set there, man. Putting stuff in tea boxes, and then those people make those book nooks. Those are pretty cool too. Little shadow boxes and stuff, and there's so many cool things that the people make, man. You know, mine is all 3D printed. I do have to design it, but but it's get down inside here. These are the little tough spots right down in here. Get a bit more paint on there. A little bit of paint. Let's see here. Alright. Get my chubby fingers in here. Yeah, this all goes right back into photography, which is the main thing that caused me to start doing all this, is photography. And so I do all this just so that I could take really cool pictures. At least, you know, this kind of helps me do that. And creating the content and all the other stuff that goes along with it helps me continue to do that type of art and finance it in that regard. Selling this stuff helps me continue to be able to buy figures and sort of perpetuate the craft, you know. Boosted, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. One of my random lives here, man, right? Painting some chairs today, man. What are you up to? What are you up to, man? Something good, I'm sure. Something creative and artistic, no doubt. How'd you like that picture with old sod cutter yesterday, man? That thing came out sweet, huh? Let's see. Trying to get some stuff done this week, because next weekend I'm going on a scuba dive, probably up to the Sonoma coast. So I want to get some. I'd like to be able to get another photo in today. Once I get these done and painted and they're drying, then I can probably get onto a Mythic Legions shot today, and get another bit of photography in, just so I have an extra one to post during the week, you know. No doubt. Waiting on that dang smoke ninja to ship out, man. Everybody's all up in the air about it. I can't wait to get it. It'd be nice. I was hoping to have it by Halloween, but I don't think that's gonna happen with the way they're shipping them out now. But I still got my fog machine, so it's not a big deal. But I was hoping to have gotten it for that sod cutter shot. But I used my fog machine, the big old beast of a fog machine. The wood I usually do like 5 washes because it's so small. Then dry brush last. Yeah, no doubt. It's so small, I bet, man. Yeah, you know, there's so many ways to get the process to the end result. And everybody's workflow, you know, each project has its own sort of more efficient workflow than others. And after you do stuff for a while, you realize sort of the best way or the most efficient way to tackle the you know, the project and get it completed. That small stuff, man. I've got this pair of goggles that goes over my head. It's not goggles, what are they called? Vision aid. They're really cool, man. They're these magnifying lenses that go in these glasses, and it's really a cool product. But, you know, man, I tell you, to sit there and paint something so tiny is, oh, man, I get nauseous after a while. It's like, my eyes I come away cross-eyed or something. It's like, I can only give so much time and mental energy to painting the small stuff because it just really requires a level of concentration, I think, that, I don't know, it just leaves me feeling nauseous at the end. My eyes are sore. I don't know, that's probably what it is, more so than nauseous. It's my eyes are sore. You know. So we'll let this rascal dry and we'll move on to the next one. We'll come back and do another. And it's different process. Yeah, totally a different process for each person. Everybody has the part they like to start on, you know, and the process that works for them. You know, it's like Photoshop. There's quite a few ways to get to the same result. You know, we'll let that rascal dry up just a little bit, and then we'll get on to one of these other ones, and we'll go back and do another coat on them. There we go. Supposed to get some rain tomorrow here in California. One day it's 90, the next day it's raining. It's all a bit weird right now. But it's okay, I stay inside anyway. I don't go out anymore. Thanks to toy photography, I don't go out anymore. Living in an RV is not much. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, man. Wow. Totally makes sense. Get you a bus, man. Then you have more room. Right? I used to think that'd be a cool idea. I mean, I drive gas truck for a living, so I deliver fuel. I've been driving big trucks for a long time. I don't think when I retire I want to drive anything big. Matter of fact, on my days off, I don't even want to drive, period. I'm so tired of driving. You know. But, nice van or a smaller little motorhome would be cool. Nothing big, certainly nothing with a trailer. I don't want any of that. Got enough trailers that I've dealt with over the last 25 years or so of driving trucks. You know. You home today, Boosted? What you got going on, man? Let's get this all 45 foot. Oh yeah, yeah. Have fun with that. 45-foot fifth wheel. You know, though, but I mean, they're nice for sure. I mean, I just, I can't imagine me driving anything with a trailer once I retired. I'm not. That'd be a lot to move around, and now I wouldn't mind a helicopter pad. I'd like to have a helicopter pad. That'd be cool. Then you gotta have a helicopter, and you gotta know how to fly a helicopter. Unless you paid somebody. I'd take a helicopter pad. That'd be cool. Brush this on a little bit more here. Build it up. Get down here in these little nooks and crannies. Here we go. Starting to come alive. I would like to shoot some of these Mythic Legions today if I could. Like I say, I've got some figures that I received recently that I haven't got to photograph. Heck, I haven't even got to photograph my Mezco red pyramid head. I haven't even got to photograph him. He's still in the box. That'll be a cool figure. I've got to probably build something for him though. Make something sort of unique for him. We'll see. Some Asylum style deal to complement him and his. I'm working on my broken ceiling right now, adding layers of grime. Sweet. That's nice, man. I just got the dirty down paint set where I can use them. Right on. Yeah, Boosted, that sounds great, man. That thing was coming along awesome, man. I need to build something, but I've been busy painting the stuff and getting ready for Legions Con lately. Yeah, down and dirty's the best, no doubt, man. No doubt. I don't have that one. Don't have it. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm always interested in new stuff. Always interested in new stuff. Yeah, that ceiling's coming out great, man. I can't wait to see what you're gonna put in there to photograph. It's gonna be pretty cool. I need to build some more. I've been putting off cutting stones on the Proxon for some Mythic Legions stuff that I want to do. I've been putting that off. I keep saying, oh, let me just go cut some stones, and I just get sidetracked. But I do need to get some really nice walls and stuff built for some of these new figures that I got from Mythic Legions. Get in here in all these little tight spots. It's going to give me an opportunity to have those light rays that I love so much. Right? Right? No doubt. Light rays are always a plus, man, when you photograph those. You can come over and use my Smoke Ninja when it arrives. I don't know if you heard about the Smoke Ninja Boosted, but man, that had been something that's great for you too, man. It was a Kickstarter and it's starting to ship, and I jumped on that rascal, and I can't wait to get it. That'll definitely help with some light rays. Take my dog to get his hair cut here in a little while. Isn't that something? I cut my own hair, but I take my dog to get his hair cut. What we do for creatures, I tell you. Been cutting my own hair for years. Isn't that something? It's crazy. Of course, I've heard of the Smoke Ninja. Yeah. Asking for Christmas. There you go, man. Well, it's starting to ship, man. I was backer 833, and I was on the Facebook group today looking at the latest updates, so looks like they're coming back around to start getting some stuff going with shipping that and getting some tracking numbers out. We'll see. But yeah, I Should be pretty cool, man. I won't have to use that big old clunky Frankenstein fog machine that I've had to repair numerous times because the wires have fallen out and I've had to resolder and electrical tape and and it blows fog, man. No doubt about that. It definitely puts fog out there. It's not as controlled as this something like the Smoke Ninja would be, but I still make it work, you know. So I'll definitely have one, man. I keep joking with a friend of mine that I want to be cool, so I got the Smoke Ninja so I can have really cool fog in my photos. So I can be one of the cool people. Every photo from now on out will have fog. Alright, let's get that one off to the side. Smoke Ninja looks so convenient. It really does, man. I wanted the Smoke Genie, but I couldn't justify $800-900, man. I mean, that's just an insane amount of money to make fog. You know, in your shots, man. $800 is, gosh. I mean, I do like the attachments and stuff that it had, but that's, if I had a business where I was actually photographing, you know, commissioned work, you know, foods and still life, you know, different things that required that, then I could justify it. But it's hard to justify a $900 piece of equipment to photograph figures with. I mean, I can justify it. It's not going to be a good justification, but I can convince myself pretty easily why I should have it. That doesn't mean it's a good justification. But I'm pretty good at convincing myself why I need stuff. That's never been a problem. You know, but it is a lot of money, so I'm glad that Smoke Ninja came out. And at the price that it did, it's really a good price, man. So can't wait to get some of that in and get some shots going with that. You know, you and me both say, yeah, right? Yeah, it's not hard convincing myself why I need something and why it's going to be a good idea. I've got that down to a science. Just ask my wife. Just ask my wife. She'll tell you the same thing. No doubt. All my hobbies seem to cost a lot, man. Now doing this scuba and photography and all these things, man, gee whiz, they just definitely cost. But the scuba is totally fun, man. I totally digging the scuba, man. Went to Monterey last week. It was super fun, man. Super fun time. Like I said, probably this week it's going to be a toss-up depending on the conditions next Sunday. If we're going to go to the Sonoma Coast or back down to Monterey. Sonoma Coast is pretty cool. I think it's a little more rugged up there probably than Monterey. But super nice, man. Super nice to go there. I've never scuba dived there. I go with the dive shop that I got certified at. They do host a couple dives a month that you can go on, and for now, until I get enough dives down where I see how everything works in the real world, then I'll plan on some other dives, some other places. But super fun time. You're not going to Legion's Con, are you, Boosted? What about use a vape? Yeah, why travel? Yeah, I don't vape, and I know a lot of people do, and it works great for them, but I'm not willing to inhale a bunch of stuff into my lungs for the sake of getting a good toy photograph. I mean, I know a lot of people do that, and it works good, but they vape already in general, I guess. Not to say that I've never put anything in my body that it wasn't questionable, but I'm at a point in my life that I'm past really wanting to do that. So I think I'll stick to the Smoke Ninja. You know. I think I'll stick to the Smoke Ninja. Let's see. I'm going to do this whole backside. Look at that. This whole backside. It's hard for me to go to any conventions these days because of my schedule. Yeah, true. Yeah. Well, if there's something that you had your mind on or something, and I see it over there, let me know. I can see if I can pick it up for you if you need something over there. I've never been to the Legion's Con, so I figured, well, it was a spur of the moment decision this year. So I figured, well, go give it a whirl since I'm going to have a few things on the table there. A friend of mine's table. Next year, though, hopefully I'll go and I will have a table set up there with a greater variety of things. I still have to figure out the logistics of that, and do I want to ship stuff? Do I want to, you know, have a stock on hand and then the option for people to order right there on my website, so I don't have to ship stuff and then ship it back, whatever doesn't sell. I just don't want to deal with all that part of it. I don't want to deal with anything getting broken on the way or anything like that. So we'll see how I work that out. That's a whole another year away, so we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But there we go. And this goes on kind of bright, but like I said, we're going to take and knock it down with some washes and some alcohol here in a little bit, so it's not going to be as bright. We'll tone it down. Tone it right down. Get inside here. Get a little bit of this in there. Yeah, I decided, Booster, to do some of these lives like this, man. It's just a cool way to stay on YouTube and keep my channel somewhat current and engage. You know, it's funny how many people who are on Instagram, who will follow you on Instagram, but can't seem to make the jump to YouTube to just give you a follow over there also and sort of convert. You know, they like stay on one platform. Not me, man. I'm all over. I'm TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Actually, I don't do a lot on Facebook. Facebook is more like family type pictures and stuff about my dog and what I'm cooking, or you know, it's not really. I don't really dedicate time to Facebook for my art really too much, but here we go. You can kind of see how these are shaping up. Looking pretty good. Gonna have to put a little bit more paint in the cup. A little more paint in the cup. Oh, that might get me through right there. That might get me through. Let's see. Little dab on there. Get it over here. I got this one to do, and then I'll hit a couple spots on these other ones and make sure they're good and got good coverage on them. Move this to the side. Okay. Get these painted, let it dry, then I'll seal it with the aerosol Mod Podge. Then I'll go through and do the pigments over the top, and then hit that with a little alcohol, Mod Podge spray seal that, and it'll be good to go. Almost done with them. The longest part is the printing. These are a 22-hour print. I could print 6 at a time, but it's a long print time. Long print time. Let's see here. So I travel here in an RV. Do you get a you just get Wi-Fi in your RV on a? Do you have one of the little domes on top, or do you just get it through your cell phone? Go. Hit the back of this. Get all those little extra bristles off of there. Get a little stability under there. Not so wobbly. I mostly just use my cell phone, but I also have SpaceX for. Sweet. Sweet. And one thing about the traveling, it's good to be able to stay connected, man. I remember driving truck cross country before. Bristles and texture. Right. Bristles add texture, no doubt. I love AK enamel paints. It's so cool to be able to just push the paint wherever you want and the flexibility. AK paints, man. Yeah, those enamels are great, man. You are right about that. I don't know if you've seen this. This is AK Extreme. I don't know if you've seen this. It's a chrome boosted. This is like the slickest, shiniest chrome ever. AK. Ooh, I don't wanna say because it sounds like something else, and YouTube might think I'm talking about stuff I'm not. But you can see it right there. It's really good stuff right here, man. The chromiest chrome you can find, man. There's this one. There's another chrome that I have. I have an acrylic chrome also that's really super good. It's by Vallejo. It's a two-part chrome that you put on, but it's really good also. Airbrushing though, I don't think I could brush that on. I think that had to be. I have been super tempted to get that. That's funny. There you go. Let me be the reason. Let me be the reason. Tell your wife, yeah, you know, I didn't plan on it, and this dang guy showed it to me. Let me be the reason. It's good. Okay. All right. Get this stuff all down here on the bottom. Just get in here real light. I'm gonna go out and eat somewhere today. I don't know where. any place you go out and eat anymore, honestly, is just gone to crap. They've all just really taken a dive, man. All these places we used to like to go to eat. And so I'm trying to decide where I want to go today. I do want to go somewhere today, though. I cook a lot, so I think today's one of those days where I want to go do something. But by the time you go out and spend your time driving, get there, wait to get seated, get a subpar meal for 2 people, you know, the prices they charge. Now, I know the food industry took a big hit. These restaurants have a lot to pay for packaging, and food and everything has gone up, but Jesus criminy, man. I've been to Cattleman's 3 times since COVID, and if you know Cattleman's, it's when you take your family, you know, that's over $300 for 4 people, and it's just been crap for 3 straight times in a row, man. And I'm just not interested in, just not even. Yeah, I enable you. It's just been crap. You know, their one job is to cook a steak. It's a steakhouse. When you can't get the steak cooked right, or when the potato is raw, or, you know, or they offer. Here's the other thing. Well, we'll give you some. We'll offer you some drinks at the bar. But I don't drink, so what is that going to do for me? You know, I mean, ultimately I just decided not to go back, and I mean, that's no small meal, you know, $350 or so for 4 people, and to have it every time be, for the last 3 times, be memorable in not a good way. That's it. I'm done. Then there's Texas Roadhouse, which honestly I think they do a better job than Cattleman's. And Cattleman's, the only thing about Texas Roadhouse that's bad is they don't do reservations, man. You just got to go there and show up and wait. And God, I hate that. But I know I sound like a whiner, but so we're going to decide what we want to go do today. I know there's bigger, worse things going on in the world than me trying to decide where I want to go eat, but I said all that to say that these restaurants have certainly taken a hit in their quality. I mean, I expect, you know, garbage and problems from Denny's, but not some of these other places that you typically go to. Heck, I may have to start going to Denny's. Alright, we're good with the browns on this. We're going to let these rascals dry. Get the bottom here. And just put enough brown on down here, because this is going to be done a little bit different down here anyway. So, there we go. We're good with that. Alright, put this paintbrush in the water. And like you say, you know, while traveling, it's like you say, it's an investment of money when you go to these places, you know, money that you have to trade your sweat and time and energy for it at work. So yeah. All right, we're going to let these dry, and then I will do some pigments and some washes on these here after a while, maybe later on this evening. And I do have, I'll share these tables real quick. I have you guys probably seen these in the last. I have these round tables, and I have these long rectangular tables. I have to do the washes on these right now. I have to get the epoxy and stuff out and get these assembled. But for now, you can kind of see. Flip this over. Then there's a cross piece here that goes in through the bottom. I've got a box of these already made, but I just made a few more just for today. I need to, get these old things assembled and glued up, and then do some washes on these too. But look really good. Got those, and I've got some round tables that I also made that are really nice. They're already done. There's a box of those already done. So got a few paint projects to get wrapped up. I'm in Tucson right now. Went to the mini time machine museum yesterday. Sweet Tucson. I used to go to Arizona a lot. I used to work over in Phoenix, well, Buckeye, 51st and Buckeye over there for a truck driving company. There's quite a few over there, but yeah, no, Arizona's nice, man. Right on. Sounds good. But I'm going to jump off of here and let these things dry up and see if I can loosely plan I should clean my 3D printers today, but we'll probably put that off another day. Jump off of here and see if I can loosely plan a photo shoot. There's a figure I want to photograph that I got, this guy right here. Ooh. Like to photograph him if I can today. He looks really cool, man. Malafar, Mythic Legions. I like to photograph him, but we'll see. I don't want to rush it. Yes. Well, that's why, go figure. That's exactly why. No, just playing. I'm already done, man. I'll be back on. I'll probably do something later on tonight. I might do an Instagram live. I don't know. We'll see what I end up getting done today. But I want to do some photography too, so we'll see. But go figure. You can always take comfort in the ability to rewind. If you haven't got enough of me, just rewind, man. Anyway, I'm going to hop off of here and get on to some other parts of the day that I got to get done. And I appreciate you guys hollering at me. And thanks for stopping in, too. Why Travel? I appreciate it, man. Subscribe if you haven't. Check me out on Instagram, too, man. I like to see the stuff that you make. It'd be cool. And you boosted and go figure.